Assalamu alaikum. Now grade 7, we are starting our new chapter, that is the blind boy. Before starting the chapter, let's go through the difficult words of this chapter. The first one is nuisance. That means annoyance, anything that causes problem. Incompetence, that means inability. Penetrate, if something penetrate, then it means if something penetrate, that it means gain access to something difficult. The another one is squatting. Squatting is a sitting position with one knee bent. Walk. Walk is unclear. If something is walk, that means it is unclear. Hobbling. Hobbling means walk unevenly. Sobbed. Sobbed means crying or crying noisily. Okay. So these are the difficult words of this chapter. And now we are starting our first unit, that is the blind boy. Okay, let me share the first screen of this chapter. Let's see the theme of this chapter. The theme of this chapter is, you can see the picture, and that says there's a picture in which you can see a monkey on a tree and an alligator, and monkey is throwing nuts for alligator. So now let's look at the picture above and answer the following questions. What is the setting of the picture? The setting is, I think, it's in a jungle where the monkey is throwing nuts to the alligator. Can you tell that it depicts a folk or fairy tale? Obviously, because such situations happen only in folk and or in fairy tales story. How can you tell that it might involve magic or supernatural? Very easy. By watching this picture, the way the alligator is smiling, we can say that this story involves a magic or supernatural things. Now, the next question is, describe everything you see in picture. Here, a monkey is giving berries to a crocodile. The last question is, can you guess the name of a story? Find out the name of the story and read if you are not familiar with it. This is a scene depicting the tail, the monkey and the crocodile. And to students, if you haven't read this story, please go to the Google and try to read the story, The Monkey and the Crocodile. Next time, inshallah, I will ask you about this story. Now we are starting our new chapter, but before starting that, let me tell you about a little bit about this chapter. Okay, so I'm giving you an overview of this chapter, and that is, its story is about the Jack, the only child of a peasant couple, is blind from birth. His mother dotes him, but his father treats him cruelly and often canes him for his clumsy way. Jack's mother dies when he was only 12 years old, and his father started treating him worse than ever. One night, he leaves home taking with him only a single coin, his mother's shawl, and the old walking cane his father would use to beat him with. On his way, but he was very generous. On his way, he showed his generosity by giving away the coin to an old blind beggar who says he is penniless. His shawl, his mother's shawl, to an old woman who says she is cold. And finally the cane to his father, who is on the point of drowning in river. So this is a wonderful folk story, and let's start the first page, first paragraph. There once was a peasant couple whose only child Jack was blind from infancy. Infancy means from childhood. His mother thought the world of him, but to his father he was just a nuisance. As I told you, the nuisance means annoying, disgusting. The boy often got beaten up because of his clumsy incompetence. Why it is clumsy? Why he was clumsy? Because he was blind, and that's why there is lots of things which he was unable to do. So he was beaten up for that. When Jack was just 12 years old, his beloved mother died, and his father started treating him more cruelly than ever. One night the boy left home taking only a single coin, his mother's warm woolen shawl, and the old walking cane that his father had used to thrash him. Thrash him, the word that means beat him. The bright moonlight could not penetrate the darkness of Jack's world as he made his way towards the village. Okay, why this is? Because already the whole world around him is dark. He was blind. So the moonlight doesn't make any difference to him, doesn't penetrate to the darkness of his world. Squatting down to rest, that means he was sitting on a position when his two knees were bent. He wrapped the shawl around him, the shawl which was given by his mother. How many times he had buried his tear-stained face in this soft, sweet-smelling fabric while his mother stroked his hair and comforted him. In his sleep, he felt someone touch his shoulder. Instinctively, he reached for the cane. Why? Because he was afraid. He thought someone was attacking him. But a voice said, "Do not use that stick as a weapon, Jack, for it will serve you well in the future." And then he he heard a sudden voice from nowhere that said that do not use that stick as a weapon, but save it because it will help you in future. Jack woke up and went on his way. He stumbled over the legs of one old man sitting at the side of road. Stumbled mean he just fell over the leg of an old man that was sitting at the side of the road. Spare a coin for blind beggar, and he was a beggar and he was begging for money. He said, "Give me a coin for a could give me a coin." "I too am blind," replied Jack. And Jack replied that he is also blind, and I have only one coin. "But I am also lame," said old man. "My need is greater than yours." But the old beggar, he said, he is not only blind but also lame. That means he could not walk. He said that he is more deserving. That's it for today. Next time we will start from the paragraph 6. Thank you, students.